So looking at current, okay, so currents go through some wire, okay, and there's going to be nuclei in them, and you have some wire. So I'm going to just draw this up, and you have electrons moving along the wire. Okay, now think about it. Can I have infinite numbers of cars going along a highway? I can't. There's ultimately only so many cars that can go through per unit time. Okay. Repelled. There is something, right? Your electrons can be blocked by the positive charge, or attracted rather. The positive charge and doesn't move. Your electrons can be repelled by another electron, and so on. So we therefore run into the concept of any conducting thing having a certain resistance. So in electricity, resistance refers to essentially some opposition to the flow of current. So the resistance is how much a particular circuit blocks. So for instance, in the filament of a light bulb, you would see that because it is so let me see. So here I've got my light bulb, I've got my wire in here. So regular wires are like the interstate. Okay? They allow fairly good conduction. In the filament itself, okay, there is a high resistance. The material has a rather high resistivity. It doesn't conduct well. It doesn't have very many free electrons, for instance. And also, if you look at the filament, it is rather thin. Okay, it's like trying to direct all the cars into an alleyway. Okay, so it's just like what happens on the road when the interstate closes and everyone's detouring through, say, the old national road. So this idea, so therefore different things have resistance. So good conductors have a low resistance, while insulators have very high resistances. Okay? And we can show that the resistance can be related to the voltage and current by Ohm's law. Ohm's law basically says resistance is equal to voltage over current. So the voltage is in volts, the current is in amperes, and the resistance would be in ohms, which has a symbol omega. So, for example, if I have a light bulb, okay, this is a typical light bulb, traditional light bulb, and if I plug it in to somehow so that into the wall, so it's at 110 volts, and the current is 0.5 amperes, then the resistance is then the voltage divided by the current, I being a symbol for current. So it is 110 volts divided by 0.5 amperes, which is 220 ohms.